Hello and welcome to Ready, Set, Flow. Today's practice, we are not going to be on the ground at all. It's a total practice standing, and the reason for that is I geared this towards students who are sitting all day in front of a computer, but in reality that kind of goes for all of us nowadays. So this is my friend Debbie. She's going to join us today. So we are going to start in just a standing position. Don't have to have a mat. You can just be on regular carpet or floor, just whatever's comfortable, preferably with shoes off, but if you're not comfortable with that, you can keep your shoes on as well. So we're just starting in mountain pose, which is a grounding pose, and you want to make sure that all four corners of the feet are really grounded into the earth. So if you look down at your feet, you should be able to pick up your toes. So just really grounding down. The feet are slightly apart, so about hip distance apart, and the palms are just facing forward, and you're drawing your shoulders down. And just take a nice deep inhale through the nose and exhale it out. One more inhale and exhale. So really slowing down the breath, slowing down, calming that nervous system. So just opening the eyes, keeping the gaze down. We're just going to start by warming up the neck, warming up the spine. So take your head down, take your chin down towards your chest. You should feel a nice stretch in the back of the neck. Keep the navel pulled in towards the spine. And then slowly come back through center. Continue taking the head all the way back. So look up to the ceiling, open up the throat. Slowly bring it back to center. We're going to take two more of those on your own breath, your own speed. So just chin to chest and then come all the way back. And then all meeting back in the center. From here, you're going to take your left hand behind your back. So I'll just turn around for a second. Your palm is facing out. So you just want to press in to the back of your hip. It's just going to open up this shoulder right here. And then the right hand is going to come around to the left ear. So pressing in with the back of that hand to open the shoulder as you draw that right ear down to the right shoulder. So now you should feel a nice deep stretch in that side neck and opening up that left anterior part of the shoulder. Remember to breathe and then slowly bring it back to center and just reverse that. So the right hand comes behind the back, left hand comes over around to that right ear. Draw that left ear all the way down to that shoulder as you press in with that right hand to open up the right shoulder. Nice. And then slowly bring it back to center and just roll the shoulders around a few times. From here, we're going to bring the hands overhead, interlace the fingers so your palms are facing the ceiling. So adjust the feet as you need to, and from here you're going to reach forward as you round the spine. So think of like a Halloween cat. I'll just show it to you from the side. Keep a nice little bend in the knees here, and then come back through center, and then we're just going to take it the other way, a tiny back bend. And then come back through center, press forward as you round the spine. Nice, back through center, reach it back, and then one more time, bring the hands forward as you round the spine, back through center, take it back, nice, and then slowly come to center. Keep your hands up, just release the grip, just uninterlace the fingers. Keep the hands up nice and straight, and from here we're going to take a side twist. So keeping your hips square, you're going to take your right arm behind you, left arm in front of you. So just taking the spine into a twist here. And then slowly come back through center, bring the arms back up high and just taking that the other way. Left arm comes back, right arm forward, keeping the hips square. And then slowly back through center, and then just drop the arms for a minute, shake it out, rotate the ankles around if you need to. We're going to do some standing postures here. So coming through center, keeping your knees bent. Again, those feet are grounded into the floor. We're going to come into your chair pose. So the arms are going to come up high. You're sinking down. Your navel's drawn in, so you're not out here. You're tucking everything under. You're really grounding down. You should be able to see all 10 toes here. From here, as you rise, you're going to straighten the legs as you bring that left knee up to the chest. So working into core. And then slowly lower it down to chair. Inhale, right knee comes up to the chest. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left knee comes up to the chest. This time you're going to pass it through. It's going to come behind you, coming to the back of you, landing into a high lunge or crescent pose. So the arms come up high. The back heel is up, so this is a little bit of balance. If you need to wiggle walk that right foot out a little bit, go ahead and do so. Breath in, breath out. From here, you're going to peel open to warrior two. So that back foot's just going to spin. It's going to be parallel to the back of your mat. Shoulders down, breath in, breath out. From here, that left foot's going to come back to where it was in the beginning in your crescent pose. That left arm's going to come down. That leg's just going to spin up. That back heel spins up, come back to crescent. Breath in. Breath out. Now pushing off, you're coming back to where we started. That left shin or left knee is going to come up towards the chest. Draw the navel in and slowly lower it down. So coming back to your chair. Inhale, right knee comes into the chest. Exhale, come back to your chair. Inhale, left knee. Exhale, chair. Inhale, right knee comes up. On the exhale, let it come through, making its way back to your high lunge or crescent pose. Planting that foot down into the earth, adjusting if you need to, arms high, breath in, breath out. Then peeling open to your warrior two, right arm back, left arm forward, adjust the feet. So your front heel should be in line with that back arch of the foot, breath in, breath out. Spin that back heel up again, right arm comes down, back to your crescent lunge. Slowly bring that right knee in, so we're really working into core here. And then back to your chair. Just straighten the legs for a minute, rotate the ankles around if you need to shake anything out. So we're just going to add on a couple pieces here. So bring your hands to your hips to start. We're going to take that left ankle and cross it over the right knee. So we're coming into a figure four here. Now option, this is a balance, but the idea is to sink in. This is a nice hip opener, sitting all day. So you should feel a nice stretch in that left hip. Now you can take the hands just right in front of you. You can do what Debbie's doing and come down to the floor for balance. So just find somewhere that you can settle in. You're kind of using your hand or your elbow to open up that hip. And just come back to your breath. And then slowly make your way back up. And then we're just taking that leg back behind us again in that crescent lunge. So arms come up high, breath in, breath out. . Peel open to that warrior two again. Spin that back foot, shoulders down, breath in, breath out. Now from here, you're going to straighten the front leg. Just let the arms come down for a second. Dial that right foot in so that you're facing the long edge of the mat. Now, placing your hands on the hips, just get the heart moving a little bit. So you're going to begin to hinge forward like you're going down to your mat. And then we're just going to take some almost like windmills here. So just bring that left hand down to your mat, that right arm high. It can even come over to that right foot. And we're just going to move here. So from right to left, just moving with your breath. So just loosening up a lot here, the hamstrings. And then come back through center, placing the hands on the hips. Slowly hinge back up. You're doing great. Arms come up high. And then come back to that warrior two stance. So sinking into that front knee, left foot back, breath in, breath out. Spin that left heel, right arm comes down and around, back to your crescent lunge. So we're facing the front of our mat. And then pushing off with that right foot, just bring that left knee into the chest. Slowly back down. So same thing on the right. So this time the right ankle is going to cross over to the left knee for your figure four, whatever that looks like to you. Bending into the left knee. Hands can come to prayer, they could come to your hips, they can come to the ground. Just trying to find some stability. Balance poses are very difficult because we need to focus the mind. And then wherever you are, just begin to make your way out of that pose. If you stumble or fall, no big deal. Uncross that leg, bring it back behind you. Arms high to your crescent. Breath in. Breath out. Then from here, peeling open to your warrior two again. Adjust that back foot, sink into that front knee. Breath in. Breath out. Straighten that left leg, dial the foot in again so you're facing the other side now. And this time we're coming into goddess. So the heels are coming in, the toes are coming out. You're going to have to adjust here. I'll face this way, Debbie can face this way so you can see it in both directions. So the heels are in, toes are out. Bend into the knees so the knees are over the ankles. Draw the navel in. Breath in. Breath out. So the hands can come down to the legs here. Let's take them to goal post here. So again, some movement with this, just getting the heart rate up a little bit. We're going to inhale, arms come up. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Try to go a little bit deeper with each exhalation. Up and down and up and down. Now stay here this time. Try to sink a little bit deeper. Maybe adjust the feet. Maybe keep the hands here or they can come down. And extra challenge here if you want to try to lift the heels off of the ground so your legs are probably shaking. Try to go a little bit deeper. Nice. Go ahead and straighten everything. And then peeling back open to your warrior two, adjusting that back foot. Breath in. Breath out. Spin that back heel. Arms come back up to your crescent lunge. Pushing off, that right knee comes into the chest. And step it back down. So just to end here where we began in our mountain pose, so just bring the arms down by the sides, Maybe rotate the ankles around anytime we're working in balance poses. Put some strain on the ankles. Just working out whatever last wiggles you have. If you want to take the neck, maybe some head rolls, maybe some shoulder rolls. So just loosening everything up here so that you're ready to get back to your computer and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.